One sunny afternoon, I was sitting on the porch with my friend, blowing soap bubbles. Suddenly, a cheerful little man with a white mustache popped out of one. He introduced himself as Professor Puff and asked if we wanted to journey inside the human body to see how breathing works. I was so excited. I always wanted to know how our lungs made us breathe. My friend Omar joked about not getting stuck in a nose hair, and with a snap of his fingers, we shrank down to the size of dust. Whoosh! We were carried into a giant nostril and landed on a pink surface that smelled like strawberries. Professor Puff welcomed us to the nasal cavity, explaining how tiny hairs called cilia catch dust and germs before they reach the lungs. Omar sneezed and realized that sneezing is like the body's broom, kicking out invaders. We giggled as warm air carried us deeper down a tunnel, sliding down the trachea like a water park ride. Professor Puff told us the trachea is supported by C-shaped rings of cartilage, so it doesn't collapse when we breathe. Suddenly, we reached a fork in the road, each path leading to a lung. I was amazed to learn the right lung has 3 lobes and the left has 2 to make space for the heart. As the bronchi split into smaller tubes, I exclaimed it was like a tree with endless branches. Professor Puff called it the bronchial tree, and at the end, we found millions of tiny balloon-like sacs called alveoli. Omar bounced on one, calling it a trampoline park. Professor Puff explained that this is where the magic of breathing happens. Oxygen in, carbon dioxide out. I realized every breath is like a trade, and we all laughed at Omar pretending to bargain with the gases. Professor Puff told us this process is called gas exchange, essential for our energy. Suddenly, the ground moved like a trampoline. Professor Puff explained it was the diaphragm, the muscle that helps us breathe. Omar joked that his belly was a dance floor for breathing. A gentle breeze carried us back through the bronchi, up the trachea, and out of the nose, popping us back to normal size on the porch. I felt amazed, realizing every breath felt different now, and Omar took a deep breath, feeling alive. Professor Puff smiled and reminded us that breathing isn't just air, it's life, and every cell in our body depends on it.